We all know that Bretman Rock is undoubtedly the baddest. However, he and his family have gone through a tough few weeks after his father passed away, and now, believe it or not, he actually had to speak out about fans showing up to his dad's funeral uninvited, asking for selfies. What's up, y'all? It's Millennials Jr. here with Clevver News, and we all know and love Bretman Rock for his hilarious YouTube videos and Instagram posts, and we are just as big of a fan of him as any of y'all. And don't get me wrong, we're totally here for saying hello and snapping a pic when meeting your favorite YouTubers and celebs, but we still have to respect them. We have to remember they're all people too. We're so used to seeing them through a screen, but they are still just human like all of us. And Bretman just tweeted that some of his fans disrespected him in a big way. So in case you haven't been keeping up with him and his family over the past couple of weeks, unfortunately, Bretman's dad passed away. A couple of weeks ago, when Bretman won the People's Choice Award for Beauty Influencer of 2019, he shared this sentimental caption honoring his dad. He wrote, quote, "I want to dedicate this award to my dad, who has always supported and loved me unconditionally. I love you so much, and I will always be grateful for allowing me to express myself and defended me whenever haters said anything. This one is for you, Papa. I hope I make you the proudest." And yesterday, he also shared these crying pics and wrote, quote, "I just wanted to document these pics of me crying to remind y'all that it's okay to cry. Bad bitches can cry too." But the part of the story that we have to talk about involves Bretman being home in the Philippines for his dad's funeral. Believe it or not, Bretman's fans actually showed up to the funeral uninvited, asking him for selfies, and Bretman obviously felt the need to call his fans out for crossing this line. He tweeted, quote, "Can people just let me be sad for once? I'm here in the Philippines for my dad who just passed. Don't come to my house and ask me for pictures. So many people showed up to my dad's funeral uninvited and started taking pics of my dad and my family. Like, why? It's common sense." He continued on in another tweet and said, quote, "I just don't understand why people think it's okay to ask me for pictures when my eyes are literally swollen from crying. How you gonna say condolences, can we take a picture?" And to kind of echo the sentiments of Bretman, I honestly can't even believe that people would actually show up to Bretman's home during this time for him and his family. I mean, but I guess people will do literally anything for a pic in this day and age. And some of Bretman's fans are equally upset by what happened. They're responding to his tweet apologizing on behalf of the fans who showed up. One person wrote, quote, "I'm so sorry this happened. Please know these people are rude and have no respect. The rest of us love you dearly and hope you take all the time you need to grieve." Another said, "I love you. I'm sorry people are so insensitive. You have so many people that will support you through these hard times, and obviously these supporters have no common sense." And another said, "How inconsiderate of them. I know they're your fans, but there's common respect that you do not go to a funeral uninvited." Wow. And there were tons more tweets just like that, so I'm sure Bretman feels the love, but let's just all agree to let him and his family mourn during this challenging time, okay? Shockingly though, this isn't even the first time this has happened to a famous YouTuber. I mean, I think there's something about YouTubers where we feel like we know them because they share so much of their lives with us, which we love, but we still have to respect their privacy too. A very similar situation also happened to the Dolan twins when their dad passed away earlier this year. The Dolan twins announced that their dad passed away after battling cancer in January of this year. Both Ethan and Grayson said in tweets that they will be taking some time off from social media to be with their family. A few days later, posts on Instagram and Twitter began to surface about the whereabouts and timing of the funeral. There was literally an entire Instagram account called Sean Dolan Funeral that was posting info about the ceremony. So many of the Dolan twins fans were quick to criticize anyone talking about attending the funeral, but it got so out of hand that trolls actually started using hashtag campaigns and promised things like Taco Bell merchandise and free car rides to the funeral. I mean, I still cannot believe that this even happened, but the Dolan twins also had to speak out on social media asking fans not to attend their dad's funeral. Grayson wrote, quote, "We want this ceremony to be an opportunity for the people who had a close connection with my dad to say goodbye and pay their respects. We appreciate all of our fans so much. Please respect my father, Sean, Ethan, my family, and me. Send your love through social media only." And Ethan said, "If you are a fan of Grayson and I, we love you and appreciate you so much. The best way you can support us during this tough time is to not show up at our father's wake or funeral. Thank you guys, and please respect my wish." They ended up needing to have 2 police officers and private security at the funeral and at the wake. Fans also supported the Dolan twins on social media at the time. One person tweeted saying, quote, "Literally shows how disrespectful and ignorant people can be just to get attention. The twins need time with their family, and this matter should not be thought of as a meet and greet. Some people really shouldn't call themselves fans." And another said, "It's sad you even have to bring this up. I love you, keep your head high." And I agree, it's sad that both Bretman and the Dolan twins even had to bring this up, but that's the world that we live in. I just think there's a time and place for everything, and a funeral is certainly not the time or place to show up uninvited, and we should never show up to anyone's house unannounced. But I want to know what you guys think about all of this. Can you believe people showed up at Bretman's house and at his dad's funeral to ask for a picture with him? Do you think that that's going too far? Let me know down in the comment section below. After that, why don't you dive into more Clevver News by hitting that subscribe button and click that bell, because I don't want you to miss any of our new stories. Then I think I want you to click right over here so you can watch another brand new story. And of course, thank you so much for hanging out with me here on Clevver News. I'm Millennials Jr. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon because you're going to be back because you clicked that subscribe button, right?